We have the April minutes, which we thought Allison did. Does anybody have any comments? I'm sure you remember them superbly well.
No comments.
They looked fine.
Move to accept.
Second.
Yep, move to accept.
All in favor?
Aye.
I
Okay, the walk. I sent around a list of what I thought were the main tasks and didn't get any comments back. So I don't know if anybody had any additions or if it was clear.
I thought this was great.
Um,
I couldn't think of anything else.
I thought Allison was making the suggestion of sort of like, I don't know,
Individuals picking up certain responsibilities, I think, or smaller groups anyway.
yeah, maybe the small groups is what I was hearing more of. To try to push things forward rather than just at this meeting.
Yeah, I understand, but if I thought the next step, if there was agreement on the list, would be to see who wants to work on what or what we think is done.
All right. Okay. That seems good.
Has everyone voted for which sites they're interested in?
Everybody but Allison.
Okay.
And so, first of all, how do you feel about the histories? Are they enough there to get started with anyway?
think so.
Yeah, because these are going to be short blurbs.
Yeah.
How long did we say each one would be? I remember it was just a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed I think the the advice was 90 seconds to 3 minutes
Yeah.
speaking. So 3 minutes speaking is about 400 words or so. So
So there's
we're
plenty.
totally fine. Yeah.
Okay. So then we have 4 people voting, and I total the votes for each property. And miraculously, I think we decided that worked out to 12 possible properties. And so everybody was supposed to vote for 12, except that Mary only voted for 10, but
This is true. I'm not very good at following rules.
well, you had a chance to weigh in more and you opted not to. I think that's up to you. But anyway, 6 of the properties had 4 votes. 5 of the properties had 3, and 1 had 2. So that adds up to 12. And some didn't have any. The others had 1. So if we wanted to just go by majority rule, we have our 12.
That seems good. But then if they were all 3 minutes times 12 plus walking between, um, it's about an hour. Is that what we're guessing?
I mean, I
Well, we
definitely
can
think
see how long they turn out to be. Some of them may be quite short, but I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
but
Ashley was talking and I stepped over her.
Oh no, I was like, I think we definitely don't want to go more than an hour. I think that should be our cap. And I think ideally, 45 minutes would be really good, but we don't obviously know the pace of people, how they're going to walk,
Or if they're going to do the whole thing at once.
or if they're going to do the whole thing, or if they're going to cherry pick the stops that they actually want
And
to learn
maybe,
about, which is fine. And you'd be able to do that in the
right.
um
So can you start again? What did you say the ideal was? How many minutes?
I think no more than an hour. I think that's absolutely the maximum, but I
Right.
think 40, 45 minutes would be I think that's an easier sell.
Mhm.
If we can say this is a 40-minute walking tour.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
And then has anyone walked it? That might be
Well,
interesting.
yes, but not recently.
I mean, I'm in the center of town. It's easy for me to do that. It would be interesting to walk it and get that data.
Yeah, just so if we're talking,
Like
we
if we choose the whatever the 12 properties are and like just say what's how long does it take from go from the furthest to the furthest, even without the stopping? Maybe cross the street a couple times.
I mean, I think that would be good data to have
Yeah, it
yeah,
seems like it.
because as we
I'm
think
looking.
about how much we want to say, we do need to keep in mind what that walk will be.
And it could, you could map it and say, so it's a mile and a half worth of walking or whatever.
Looking at the list, at one end we have the cemetery and at the other end we have the church.
Oh, then I happen to know.
Because that would I mean, if I'm right on the placement of all of these, that would define the length.
Yeah, so it's a mile if you walk from well, if you start at my house, which is across from the library, and walk to the cemetery, go through the cemetery, and walk back past the library and to the church. We add a little bit like walk behind the back of the church and check out the goats and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's a mile
But that includes from your house to the cemetery.
from
And
my house to the cemetery.
And then back
so
to
that
her
we would
house.
have to take off if it's just, if we're assuming, starting at the cemetery and ending at the church or vice versa.
Right. I mean, except that the parking is in front of my house.
Ah,
I mean, maybe people can park down at the cemetery. It's not a lot of parking down there.
Well, or it's at town hall on a Sunday or
Yeah, but it's the same at my
weekday.
house. I mean, if you're parking, I mean, that's not going to make any difference in
Yeah,
the
it's a loop. If it's a loop, it's a loop.
yeah. I mean, it seems like if we're going to number the properties, we probably want to start where there's parking.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I can tell you it's a mile.
Okay. So that's 20 minutes of walking time at the average pace, right?
I think that's right.
Yes, that's
I don't time myself.
generally right.
Something in the back of my mind tells me that.
Yeah.
So then we have, if we want a 40-minute.
Right. So that's a good way to think about it. So if it's 20 minutes of walking and we want a 40-minute tour, then we have 25 minutes left. If all of the properties are 3 minutes, that's 36. If all of them are 1.5 minutes, it's 18. So we want to end up someplace between 1.5 and 3 minutes, which is what Ashley suggested. But
Yeah,
if you have a 3-minute one, you gotta have a short one too, in order to average
A
um,
mix.
a
And
mix.
because people are going to be listening, it's also possible that they will not just stand in front while they listen. They might be moving some
Yeah.
too. So,
I mean, shorter is better, right? So we just want to say
Well, interesting is best. Captivating.
yeah, we got to tell a
No,
good
no, no. I mean, in
story.
terms of we're just talking timing now, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I would think maybe it might be interesting to pursue these 12 and see what the stories are like,
Uh-huh.
and then how long they would be.
Right.
And then we can either chop, we can chop out if there are some that don't really measure up.
That seems good.
I'm curious what the 12 you have are. I did a tally on that spreadsheet we were all voting on, and I have 11 that got 3 or 4 votes.
Yeah, and then
So,
she said
Yeah,
there was one that got two.
yeah, the one that got two was the center school.
oh, okay, that's the one I'm missing. Thank you. That was what I missed. Thank you.
So that would presumably, all other things equal, that would be the one you would drop, but
But I think you're right.
technically,
It does depend on the story that we can
yeah,
tell.
yeah.
So what does that mean? Like, all right, so now we have the properties, we have a sense of the timing, we have a sense of the distance. Um,
Well, the next thing on the list was write the text.
that's what I was just to say. What's the story?
So, so if we have some volunteers to do that,
And
and
so what does that mean? What are you volunteering to do?
write the story for each property.
Take the text that exists and collapse it to
Take the facts that
400
exist,
words or less.
take the facts that exist
Uh-huh.
and pick and choose.
Uh-huh.
Or in some cases, yeah, in some cases, it's a fairly short list because it was part of the tour. In the case of the stockade or the cemetery, there weren't. Um,
And do people have a sense of like uh skill sets? Like I'm very good at editing, not so great at writing.
Um, I'll do the writing. I'm happy to do a first pass. That's something I enjoy doing.
Okay. Yeah. I'm happy to like read something and say, how about this, and this? But I to get it from zero to something that has a narrative, it's not me.
I'm happy to take a first pass and then I might be coming to you, Judy, to be like, give me give me more color. But I
yeah,
mean we'll see like as
Right.
we
yeah, I think
dig in.
especially the one that you don't really have very much is the street background. Because I just did a very, like a 1 minute introduction. So that's, but yeah, by all means. And there are, for the stockade and I think the library, all of the libraries there. Um, the stockade, there's a inventory form, but I think the fun stuff is probably in Ena Kane. So I'll try and do that. Or
Is the Starcade part of the tour?
it's one of the properties or the memorial is one of the properties we've
Yeah,
approved.
yeah, that's on the
Yeah, but
list.
I mean, maybe I'm getting myself confused. Is the Stockade like the little place where all the animals were?
No, no,
It's in front of Jen's house.
yeah.
Okay, right.
Well, that's the memorial. It was behind there, actually.
Okay, I just wanted to
Yeah,
make sure we weren't having people walk up Hayden Hill Road to
no,
the.
no. Um, okay, and then when we have the text, then I can see what I can do about photos. I think
There were some that you included
yeah,
already.
I have
Um,
some.
but I still need to have a better solution for how to kind of seamlessly have those photos available. I know we'll have the ability to put a photo for each stop, but I know there's a lot more that would be fun to share. So
I'm gonna ask a basic question. What is our medium? And the reason I say that was if this is a walking tour, I guess I hadn't thought it through and I was assuming it was going to be audio. But if we're putting in pictures, what are we?
I think this is what we're expecting.
Okay, so people will be doing it on their phones
Yeah,
and be able to access the pictures
Yeah.
as they. Okay, I just like
that's that's
we
the that's the theory at this point.
remember I
yeah.
started this conversation by discussing how I'm technologically challenged. So I want to make sure.
I mean, I think the platform we're going to use is SoundCloud, and this has the option for you to upload images, but only like a single image per track. And so if you think about each stop as a track.
Okay.
So if we
So
want to
there would be,
include additional images, um, it's possible that we could have a landing page just like we do for hidden history,
mhm.
where those images and you can even link to the individual tracks, from a landing page like that could exist. So it's something that would have to be built out for this.
Okay.
Um, because SoundCloud itself isn't going to give us the ability to add additional imagery, but we
So,
could use that like,
Well, people could switch back and forth to a different page or a different
yeah,
thing on their phone.
Yeah, but maybe.
but it
But
sounds like
Yeah.
we need one key image per,
per stop. And usually
Yeah.
it's good to just have like what the facade looks like today so people know what they're
looking for.
looking for
Right.
when they stop. And I do think that um, obviously that would be great. And I can't imagine people would be switching a lot when they're doing the actual walking tour, but I can imagine people that maybe aren't able to do the walking tour, don't live locally, but still want to experience some of it. And that's where I think a landing page could come in really handy because you could have those images and you could have links to um, the track so people could actually do it, you know, asynchronously in a way and get a similar experience. So we have that as an option.
And you said that you had somebody who was like savvy about podcasts. Um,
I have a friend who's a the podcast producer for the New York Times. So I have a source that I can ask
because
nice.
I'm curious about
questions.
like, one of the things that happens when you listen to things, if you have like a professional reader makes a huge difference, right? So somebody who really knows how to read makes a huge difference. But if you have this time between one stop and the next, it would be really cool to have some appropriate music. And I
I
don't know.
mean, yeah,
I mean, that's the thing that strikes you about the New York Times podcast, right? Like the way they use music to set the mood. And um, I mean, that would might be more than we can manage, but even if it was just one song that you were hearing snippets of that was appropriate to
throughout.
the 250-year celebration or something, I don't know. It would have to be public
I
access.
was gonna say, yeah, licensing would
Yeah.
be the only thing. It's like the first thing in my head. I'm like, oh my God.
America the Beautiful would be fine.
Would be, yeah, sure, absolutely. I mean, it's possible. I agree with you because it
Yeah.
gives it some cohesion.
Hmm. Yeah.
A sense of professionalism too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it would just sort of it's engaging, right? Like
The downside is if you're listening while you're walking, you don't want to prolong it for people who are, you know, taking it in as they walk by.
yeah. I mean it doesn't have to be the entire time. Sometimes it's just a lead in and a lead
Yeah.
out. But
Mhm. I like that.
I'm in a meeting. Please go away. Sorry.
I don't think it was the cat.
My children are home from school, so we're 2 days in. I'm not
Uh-oh,
ready.
good
Already,
luck.
this is the tone they're getting.
it is that time of year. You got some
Oh,
transition going.
Anyway,
Okay, it sounds like we've zeroed in on the software.
So can I
Is
actually
what,
quickly ask you, like, what would the timing be in terms of if you're thinking about the writing?
let me think about that. My last, I mean, I think probably by the end of the month, I could probably get through all of that with a first pass. I wish I could say it was going to be quicker, but we're going to the Cape
That's
in two
fine. That
weeks.
seems perfectly reasonable timing.
Okay. I was like, I want to move as quick as possible, but I'm like, I want to be realistic. So I'd say the end of the month would probably be um, what I'd
So
aim
if we
for.
just schedule our meeting as normal, then presumably Mary would have time to edit.
Yeah, and then we could come back for the next meeting with questions or needs for more detail and actually have a more of a content discussion and then work through um, our next steps about reader, taping location, signage, and that sort of thing.
Just for reference, our next meeting is scheduled for July 20th. That's our regularly scheduled. I mean, obviously we can move it, but
That might be a problem. Let me check my calendar. Pretty sure I'm in Maine. Yeah. I'm out of town.
that was the 13th for people.
That doesn't give me much time.
Or push it the other way, the 27th.
I guess that would be my
Well, the
preference.
13th is more than a month.
No, but I mean, if it's not done till the end of this month, it's 2 weeks.
Well,
Any of those dates work for me, so
same here. Well, maybe if we have, maybe you don't want to edit till we have our content discussion.
I don't have a strong feeling about that. I'm just not meeting on the 20th, that's all.
Well, I can
Maybe
do,
we can meet on the 13th and I can see if I can take a stab at some of it, but be better to have more time.
well, I can do any of the 3 dates, so
Yeah, me too. Oh, actually, I cannot do the 27th. Shoot.
I thought, is it the 27th or the 25th?
Monday, the 27th.
Oh, okay.
And we also don't have to stay with Mondays, but
No, let's not really mess ourselves up.
well, let's do the 13th and Mary can do as much as she feels comfortable with.
Okay.
And in the meantime, Ashley will be reaching out for input if she needs it. And actually, if you're comfortable, Ashley, you could forward things to Mary as you finish them.
yeah, well, I'll probably end up doing it in a Google Doc. So I'll get that link to everyone so everyone will have access as it develops.
Okay,
Sounds good.
anything else?
I don't think we have to figure out, the reader, the taping location, etc. yet. We have time on that.
And the hidden history one, where do you access that?
Historical Society website.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's still on the Historical Commission website, I think.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's not there on a side tab, it should be on the Historical Society because at some point it's supposed to be moved, but
Mhm.
I haven't checked whether it has been yet or not.
Okay.
Good. Anything else? I will reach out to Jess and reschedule the meeting. And have it posted and all.
Great. Well, thank you all. Have a good 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
And safe travels to those who are going somewhere.